Sivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our discussion on the 7th Tirumurai, which is called as Thiruppaatu, the very first Thirupathigam, which is for the place called as Thiruvennainalloor. We are continuing our discussion on the verse number 9. Mazhuvaal valan aenthee maraiyoathee mangai pangaa thozhuvaar avar thuyaraayina theerthall unathozhiley sezhuvaar pennai thenpaal venney nalloor Arul thuraiyul azhakaa unakku aalaay allaen enalaamae. If you look at this particular verse, it's a straightforward meaning. If you look at it, he says Lord Shiva has got some beautiful weapons in his hand. So we may have a question. If you say he's having weapons, isn't a little bit scary to go near him? And the next phrase comes in is, no, don't worry. He is also a yogi. That is why what he is doing is, he's teaching us all the Marai is basically the mantras and the Vedas and the Agamas and all these. He is the one who is teaching us the Vedas and Agamas. Isn't it contradicting over here to say that he is also a teacher and he is also having a weapon in his hand? The next phrase is, don't get confused yet. We have another beautiful phrase here. And the third form that he says is, you know what? He is in the form of Ardhanarishwara, which is basically to say half male, half female. That's exactly what our Lord Shiva is. It's called as Ardhanarishwara, which is basically 100% science. If you look at any human body as of today, you will be able to see the left side of the body organs are a little bit smaller than our right side. Why? Because of the female energy. Left side is quite dominant. Left side strength is quite dominant for ladies. Right side is quite dominant for male, and that's exactly how Lord Shiva is also depicting the reality or the science behind the human form for us. So if you look at it, Lord Shiva is showing his three types of forms. We call it as Vega Bhoga Yogam. Yoga is nothing but the one who's being a teacher. Bhogam means he is with his consort and in the Ardhanarishwara form. And the third one is Vegam, which is more towards he's a destroyer of any kind of troublemakers for someone who is in the path of Saivism. Okay, so here he says, Mazhuvaal valan aenthee maraiyoathee mangai pangaa. The next phrase is very important. Those of us who are bowing down to him and asking for his grace to be showered on us, his grace will surely be on us. His grace will surely be there to guide us. And that is what he says. Lord Shiva has got a work, his occupation. He's actually doing this on a regular basis. You know what is that he's doing? Whoever bows down to him, he takes care of them. And that is his occupation. It's like, how do you say it's an occupation? Because that's what he says. When we bow down to Lord Shiva, he is there to take care of us. And he is not doing it just for some reason. That is his full-time work, and that is what his grace is all about. So it's as good as it is his occupation. We know how we do, right? As in a mom, when we get up early in the morning, we are not working anywhere, but we are working full-time as a housemaker, homemaker. That's exactly what Lord Shiva is also doing. So when we say occupation, don't compare or imagine with the worldly occupation as of today, like a software engineer or a project manager or whatever. That is not the way, because if I don't like a company today, tomorrow I can join another company, or even I can choose to retire. That is not the way we have to imagine, but he is the one taking care of everything, and he loves to do that, and he's doing this as a full-time work, a full-time profession itself. And then the last two phrases, as usual, he is reinstating his commitment to say, I am your slave, and I'm not going to get away from that phrase, or I'm not going to talk the other way also. Rather, I am your slave. And he is reinstating the same concept once again. So with that, the ninth verse is also concluding. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama, Thiruchitrambalam.